sin. We're creative in this area. We're real creative in this. And the world is helping us out in our creativity. How's that? We change the name of it. Right? You use words like affair. An affair! You're going to an affair, the county affair. You know, it's like get dressed up and you go to, there's a bunch of rides there and there's, no, not a fair, an affair. Oh, it sounds something sophisticated, right? And there's beautiful music playing and beautiful people, but it's an affair. That sounds a lot better than adultery or fornication. Even those words sound different, don't they? Try and put music to that, fornication. Or, you know, it just doesn't sound good, folks. You can try to... That's because that's what God calls it. See, we can even change the name of something to make it fit not sound as bad. And we're real creative at this. And that's just one tactic that we use to make it seem like it's not as bad as it is. Not to call it what it is. Instead of calling it what God calls it. Because that's what confession is. Homologeo. Call it what God calls it. Because that's the only way out. You see what I mean? That's if we don't call it what God calls it, we're not going to be delivered from it. We're just going to, if we keep blaming it on something else, and that's the other thing, blame shifting. Look what Adam did. Blamed it on God, blamed it on his wife. Well, the reason I'm like this is because of my parents. I come from a dysfunctional family. I get news for you. Think Adam's family, okay? Anybody want to know who they are? We're all from Adam's family. We're all dysfunctional in one way, shape, or form. Don't think that your family is unique in that. We can't blame our sin on anybody else when we stand before the throne. The only person that's there that we could blame on is God. And guess what? He doesn't ever do anything wrong. He's a total light. And by the way, I don't know what people think about when some people are going to stand before the throne. They're going to see him for who he is. And themselves in light of who he is, and they're going to know they're sinners. We're going to know that. The only thing that's going to, when we stand on judgment, we've got children, our advocate standing in between us. And we're going to have his righteousness. And it's going to be an amazing thing. We really can't understand all of it on this side of heaven. But to know what we've been delivered from and of, and all that Jesus has done, it's a miraculous thing that we'll thank him for all eternity. But this idea of confessing our sins is paramount. It's how we restore fellowship. Not any other way. God doesn't ask you, like some people believe, there's a scale. Oh, I sinned. I know I sinned. I got to do right now. Don't we do that sometimes? We think if we just do right, we'll make up for it. We'll put the scale back up and I know I'm doing bad right now, but I'm going to do some good later. Or maybe you'll do some good, and that makes you feel good about something you did that was bad. That doesn't alleviate the guilt. For a couple of minutes, you're fooling yourself. You're just...
Yes, sir. Yes. CRC3. It's got to be in a level C, the third floor. CRC. Yeah, because it says C, level C, which means it's C. And then it's 3, C3. I'm going to check it out now. I'm almost finished with the coffee. Yeah, it's got to be, I'm assuming level 3 is on the third floor, not on the 7. Unless it's on the 7 and they call it a 3. I got to check the whole column C anyway. Starting on the third and waiting my way up to whatever's beeping. All right? And then I'll let you know. Thanks.
Yourself. But it doesn't please God. It doesn't make you right with God. It doesn't restore your fellowship with God. That's not what walking in the light looks like.